Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive in and untangle one of the trickiest parts of the English language, phrasal verbs. Now, they might seem confusing, but I promise, by the end of this, you're going to see them in a whole new light. So, let me ask you something. Just think about your day so far. Did you have to wake up? Are you going to need to throw away some trash later? Yeah, I'm going to bet the answer is yes. Well, guess what? If you said yes, then congratulations, you're already using the very thing we're talking about today. See? You're probably a natural at this, and you didn't even know it. All right, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. What is a phrasal verb anyway? I know, it sounds a little academic, but it's way simpler than it sounds. It's basically just two little parts working as a team. Think of it like this. You take a normal verb, right, like look, and you pair it up with this little word, a particle, like after. And boom, look after doesn't just mean to see something later. It means to take care of someone. It's a totally new meaning, just like that. And that second piece of the puzzle, the particle, it's just one of those super common little words we use all the time, like in, off, up, or down. It's like the secret sauce that completely changes a regular verb. Okay, now we're getting to the most important part. This is the thing that sometimes trips people up, but once you get this, you've pretty much got it all. Phrasal verbs come in two main flavors, separable and inseparable. So, what on earth is the difference? Don't worry, we're about to make it super clear. Okay, this sounds way more complicated than it is. For separable verbs, you can actually split them up and put the object of the sentence right in the middle. But for inseparable ones, well, they're exactly what they sound like. They're stuck together like glue. The object always has to come at the end. Here's a perfect example. The verb is run into. You know, when you meet someone by chance, you gotta say, I always run into Ali. See how that phrase stays together? If you try to say, I always run Ali into, yeah, it just sounds wrong, right? It doesn't work. But now, check this out. With a separable verb like cut up, you've got options. You can say, the chef cut up the steak, easy enough. Or, and this is the cool part, you can split it. The chef cut the steak up. Both are totally 100% correct. You get to choose. All right, you're doing awesome. You've got the whole separable versus inseparable thing down. But there is one tiny critical rule for those separable verbs that's a total game changer for sounding natural. It's all about one little type of word. So what happens if you switch out a noun, like the steak, for a pronoun, like it or them or her? Do the rules stay the same? Nope, they absolutely change, and this is a big one. Here's the deal, and you're gonna wanna remember this. When you use a pronoun with one of those separable verbs, it has to go in the middle. Like, it's not a choice anymore. It's a rule. It has to be sandwiched right in between the verb and the particle. Okay, let's go back to our chef and the steak. You would never, ever say, the chef cut up it. Sounds weird, right? You have to put it in the middle. The chef cut it up. Nailing this little trick will make your English sound so much more fluent, I promise. Okay, you're following along, right? Just when you think you've got it all figured out, English is like, wait, there's more. Yep, sometimes you get 3-word phrasal verbs. But honestly, the rule for these is the easiest one yet, so don't even sweat it. It's a super simple formula. You've got your verb, your particle, and then a preposition tacked on at the end. So for example, cut down on. You know, like when you try to eat less sugar. And here it is, the beautifully simple rule. These 3-word guys are always inseparable. Always. No exceptions. You just treat the whole thing, cut down on, as one solid block. So you have to say, you must cut down on sugar. You can't say, cut sugar down on. No way. See? Super easy. Whew, okay, we have covered a lot. But now you've got a full phrasal verb toolkit, so let's do a really quick recap to make sure you've got it. And then we'll do a little quiz to test your new skills. All right, here's your cheat sheet, the key takeaways. Number 1, phrasal verb equals verb plus particle. Simple. 2, separable verbs can break up. Inseparable verbs are, well, inseparable. 3, and this is the big one, pronouns have to go in the middle of separable verbs. And 4, 3-word verbs, always inseparable. Easy peasy. Got all that? All right, ready for a pop quiz? My sister has gone on too many crazy diets. To say that she started them, should you use on or off? Take a second. And the answer is on. To go on a diet means to start a diet. Awesome job if you got that. Okay, last one, you got this. Let's look at the sentence, you need to throw that old food. What's the missing word? Of course, it's out. But here comes the real test. How would you rephrase that using a pronoun instead of that old food? Remember the pronoun rule? It has to be, you need to throw it out. It's got to go in the middle. See how all those rules just click into place? And we'll leave you with this amazing quote from the legendary B.B. King. Everything we just went over, that's now in your English toolkit, and nobody can ever take that away from you. So my question for you is, what phrasal verb are you going to look out for today? Thanks so much for hanging out with us, and we'll catch you in the next explainer.